Welcome to Ty and Rye, the Finance Guys Market Mini Report, a short podcast that updates you on the past week's important topics and trends. Remember, this is not an offer to sell, and past performance does not guarantee future returns. Here are Ty Hansen and Ryan Robertson.
Hello, welcome to another Market Mini for the week ending September 10th. Been a crazy week to say the least. I'm sure many of you have been, as you've been watching the markets this week, a lot of turbulence. In fact, we've saw that on about average, the markets were down about 1.5%. Small cap, being the real big. I don't want to say the big loser in the doghouse, but small cap definitely took some hits this last week. Right behind it was tech. Anyways, yeah, all in all, a little bit of a rough week. It's interesting. I'm not too big of a believer in consistent annual trends. I don't. Anyways, I don't necessarily subscribe to that. I subscribe to what's currently going on and what are we projecting in the very, very short term. But it's interesting. So if you look back over the last 5 years in September, October, there's always this kind of little testing period. A lot of analysts refer to it as the Labor Day test, if you will. Now it hasn't always hit right around Labor Day, but kind of within within a short window there. 4 out of the last 5 years, we've seen these weird little slumps like this, where it's just crazy stuff, right? Where we'll get sell-offs where sell-offs aren't necessarily warranted, in my opinion. Because even this last week, on the economic front, we saw great data with really good data with job creation and unemployment. More jobs created than expected and less unemployment data than what we had expected too. So anyways, so a little interesting there on that front. Obviously, there's always going to be concern in the market, especially right now where we keep kind of hitting these highs. I think the markets definitely test that ceiling. Not to dive too deep into the logistics of that, but all in all, a little bit of a rough week. But again, am I seeing anything that has me uber concerned or too fearful of what's going on? Not really. Still very optimistic in the market, still seeing fairly good economic data. Now things are slowing down a little bit. That does have me a little concerned. We still have a little bit of risk on the inflation front. So, again, am I saying should we head for the hills? No, I'm not. Am I saying that we're going to make millions of dollars for the end of the year? I'm also not saying that either. We definitely need to be watching, as these economic trends continue. It's kind of the whole point of this whole game is to continue to watch and until we see something super major that really pushes that needle. I think there's definitely still value to be in the markets. Now, is this investment advice? No. Obviously, you need to do your own research and things like that. But just some of the data pieces that I'm seeing out here in the market. So, it should be interesting next week. I got a few things on board coming down from the Fed and some other, just general economic data that should be pretty interesting next week. So, anyways, appreciate the follow and the listen. Hope everybody has a great weekend. 9/11. Hopefully, everybody enjoys some downtime, and obviously, as we remember 20 years ago, I just have a sense of gratitude in my heart for those people that sacrificed so much. I don't know if you've had the chance or not to be out in I can't remember what they call it, Ground Zero or whatever, where it all happened out there in New York on the south end of Manhattan. Really interesting place. A lot of the museum is just amazing. There's a very special spirit there, and very much, in my opinion, hallowed ground. So thankful for those people that sacrificed so much, and obviously we remember those people that lost their lives. So definitely a very tragic day. We appreciate it. Check us out, tyandrye.com. Again, have a great weekend, and hope you had a great weekend by the time you listen to this. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to Ty and Rai, the Finance Guys. This is our weekly market mini report. New episodes of this will be put out every Monday, so make sure you don't miss those. Also, the longer podcast, more in-depth discussions, those will drop every Saturday. So subscribe on your favorite podcast platform or follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Ty and Rai Podcast. That way you don't miss any new episodes. Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you have a great week.